Today, I'm going to show you how to forecast for next year classes. The first thing you'll want to do is log into StudentVue through a web browser and not through the app. Now, we need to figure out what classes you actually need to register for. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is your course history. From here, we can go up to the top and print off an unofficial copy of your high school transcripts. On your transcripts, you'll be able to see what classes you have taken, what you're currently in, and what credits still remain. You can also click this Detail On button. This will then show us, again, what subject areas are required for your diploma type, how many credits in each of those subject areas are required, what you've completed, what you're currently in, and what credits you have remaining. It is this remaining category that we will look at when figuring out what classes you need to take for next year. Now it's time to forecast for classes. Again, on the left-hand side, we are going to hit Course Request. I've already preloaded some selected courses. Let's scroll down, and the first thing I want you to take a look at is your graduation status summary. This again is going to show you the subject areas that are required in order for you to graduate, what credits are required for that specific diploma type, what you've completed, what's in progress, and what you have remaining. The ultimate goal here is to get rid of anything that is yellow. Yellow means you still have credits required in that specific subject area. Please refer back to your transcript as this window is not always correct. Let's get forecasting for next year. You'll click on this blue button, said click here to change course request. There are multiple ways to search for courses. When searching for courses, we want to be sure to refer back to our course selection sheet. Make sure you find one for your next year. So if I am a current 9th grader, I need the 10th grade forecasting sheet. This sheet will tell me all of the classes that are available for me as a 10th grader. On StudentVue, you will be able to see all of the classes offered at Benn Senior High. Again, be sure to only pick classes that are on this sheet. Let's say I want to take Spanish 2. One way I can search for Spanish 2 is by the course ID. I will find the course that I want. Notice there is an asterisk next to Spanish 2. This means there is a prerequisite for this specific course. Please refer back to your curriculum guide to see what that prerequisite is. I will then copy the course ID. I can also see how many credits this course is worth. 1 credit means that it is a year-long class. Once back on the StudentVue page, I will find the course ID, I will enter in that course ID, and then it will generate and show me the Spanish 2 course. I will then hit Add Request. I have successfully requested that specific class for next year. I can go up top and see all the classes that I have forecasted for. All 9th and 10th grade students are required to have a full schedule. That means students should have a total of 7 credits. As you can see, I have forecasted for 8. That means I will need to remove one of these courses. I've accidentally forecasted for Spanish 2 twice. To remove this, I simply go over here and click the Remove button. I will also need to come up with 6 classes of alternatives, should one of these classes not be able to fit in my schedule. You do not need alternatives for your core classes. Core classes include history, math, science, and English. You will need alternatives for all other options. To find alternatives, I will again scroll down to search courses. Instead of using the course ID number, I can also search by course title. If you don't use course title or course ID, the entire list of all of our classes at Benn Senior High will show up. Again, please refer back to that forecasting sheet to identify classes that you can take at your specific grade level. When searching by course title, I need to be careful in what I type. If I misspell a word or add extra letters, it will not find the class I'm looking for. For example, if I type in weights, nothing will show up. But if I type in weight Weight training will show up. To add this as an alternative and a backup, I simply click Add Alternative. There are often conflicts when building our master schedule where classes will meet simultaneously. This is why we have backups. Again, because we do not allow schedule changes, please make sure you have a strong list of alternatives, classes that you really want to be in. You will put your first priority down first and then go from there. We will draw your backups as they are listed. What you forecast for is how we build our entire master schedule and base our staffing. This is why it is important to pick classes that you actually want to be in. You will note over here we also have a comment section. If I've already taken a class, it will show me when I have taken it and what grade I have had in it. Again, be sure that your total for freshman and sophomore equals 7 credits. For your selective alternatives, you will need 6 classes, not 6 credits. Now that I have forecasted for my classes for next year, I will click here to return to course summary. If I scroll down to the bottom, this is the exciting part, especially if you are a junior. Ideally, all of these yellows will be removed and this remaining credit number will be 0. Congratulations, you have just forecasted for your next year classes. You do not need to do anything further. You may exit out as these are automatically saved. Your high school counselor will review these and make sure that you have forecasted for the correct class and the correct number of credits. If you have any questions, please be sure to reach out to your high school counselor or join them during your class forecasting session time. Go ahead and exit out. You are good to go.